Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and as promised this is going to be the Batman Begins special. This is all the stuff that I have to do with the film Batman Begins, my favourite Batman movie of all time, one of my favourite films of all time, and I've managed to acquire quite a few pieces over the years, and some of these pieces were incredible gifts from people in the community, like the 1/6 scale Batman there, and this amazing cowl. Amazing stuff. Now, can't wait to get into this and just share the passion with you. Love everything to do with Batman Begins. I mean, the art direction for all the promotional stuff, the kind of color tones, it's all very similar, and it just really very iconic, very classic. So you got the vinyl, you've got the 4K, the regular Blu-ray that pretty much everyone has. Underneath here we got that old DVD release with the kind of hologram on there. That was pretty cool. That came with a comic as well that's in there. And this graphic novel, or like a comic book version of the Batman Begins movie, that was from Nick. That's a couple of years back now, so thanks Nick for that. That's awesome. And oh, of course, Alex McPhee sent along the Ninja League of Shadows. That's actually a Ra's al Ghul figure, but I put a Bruce Wayne head under there because I wanted it to be Bruce, so you can sort of switch and change it. I guess you could put the Ra's al Ghul head on there, and then I'd have all the bad guys from Batman Begins, because I got Scarecrow, he's over there, and there's the Hot Toys quarter scale Batman Begins. There's the Dark Knight Joker in the background, but I might do a Dark Knight special next or quite soon, because I do still have quite a few Dark Knight pieces, as well as a lot of collectible stuff like this too. There's a beautiful steelbook in the background there with my favourite poster. That's the one that's on that poster there. And that's a Japan exclusive. I don't think you can really get those very easily anymore. I've got the whole trilogy. And the Japan exclusive steelbooks. Some nice art cards there. There's a few more images. And what's that? It's a 2-disc special edition DVD from back in the day. Lots more cards. And you got the Demon Batman here by Hot Toys, custom cape by me. It's an awesome piece. And like I said, Derek Fagan sent along this amazing Hot Toys Batman Begins, and I stuck a custom cape by Jackson XU on him. Looks really good. Changed the gauntlets, changed the boots, repositioned the cape clips and glued them into the right place. Resprayed the cowl with a matte black spray paint. I mean, the light's really bright right now, so if I just hit that, there you go. It looks a bit better. And then you've got the quarter scale Neca figure, and that's got an interbay belt on it just to make it look a bit more high-end, but everything else is stock apart from the fact I repainted the mouth area and around the eyes on this one. We'll get a closer look at that in a minute. There's the interbay Batman with a custom velvet cape in the back, and he's actually got the Neca belt that comes with this guy on him at the moment, just because you don't really see too much of the belt with the way I got him positioned and the cape wrapped around him. So I'll put the better belt on this one because he's more exposed. And you've got the amazing cowl from Batman Begins, really accurate, taken from the molds. I forget the name now, but Carl from Toys of Arkham, when he sent this along, he included a note that basically said, you know, it's about as accurate as it's going to get. So absolutely love that. I haven't tried it on. It is possible, but I'm gonna not do that. It's a lot harder to resist not trying on like Michael Myers masks and stuff like that, but this one I can just imagine, if I do eventually get it onto my head, imagine if it just wouldn't come off and I'd be stuck like that and going to Tesco with the weekly shop. Try to explain that one. And Scarecrow, it's a pretty cool piece. That's an old piece. That's an old figure now. Came out at the same time as the Scarecrow. They're actually like a double pack. That was pretty sweet. But yeah, I like these cards. They came with a special edition of the Blu-ray of Batman Begins, if I remember correctly. I don't know what I've done with the packaging for that, but still got these cards. These are nice. You don't see this image very much. That's him upside down, although obviously that's just Photoshop. I remember the promotional pictures when he was just standing there like that with a white background, and they've just basically turned it upside down and put the background on it and put Batman Begins. But it looks cool. It's pretty sweet. I got this one. like this one here. Don't really see that one very often either. Looks like he's walking through the rubble of Wayne Manor after what happens. That would be a great poster, like that size. That would be freaking cool. I don't know if that's possible, but I could try. Take it to the local printing shop. See what they can do for me. But yeah, using a... Oh, actually, that's a point. The statue that this base belongs to is actually up in the loft, as well as maybe a couple of other Batman Begins pieces. There's a few other bits around here, like this Batmobile. This is really nice. I forget the name. Was it Hot Wheels or something like that? It's like a proper... Oh wait, it'll be underneath, won't it? We'll go ahead and take a look. Let's see. Hang on, let me just look. Yeah, it is Hot Wheels. And this came out in S05, so I think that means 2005. That's the year Batman Begins was released. So it is awesome to have this. If I remember correctly, though, obviously I know this. I remember this was a gift, and I remember the packaging had the Dark Knight packaging. Because I don't know. But anyway, I think of it as the Batman Begins, you know, Tumblr. Obviously, it was in the Dark Knight as well. Not too much, but I love that chase scene in Batman Begins when he's trying to get Rachel back to the Batcave in time before she dies from fear-induced toxin poison goodness. I also have this bubble bath Batman Begins. This is from 2005 as well. I need to glue this bit together because it just won't kind of stay shut and stay sealed. But it's pretty cool, man. I mean, you know, it's just a bubble bath thing. You used to have, you know, you tear them in half and then you pour the goo into the tub, and it was quite nice. Had a good few washes with that. His belt's not too bad either. It's pretty cute. But yeah, I mean, obviously the cape is just like a big, thick, one mold thing. But you can move his arms up and down. Try and do it one-handed and with trigger finger. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, so the arms move and you can get them to do the bat dance and stuff. But it's not too bad, man. They got the thickness. That's one of my favourite things about the Batman Begins look, is that thick neck. But yeah, there's still a few other little pieces scattered around the place, like the CD on the soundtrack is in there. But I figured I had the vinyl out, so there's not much point getting the CD out as well. Plus there's no more space on the desk for any more Batman Begins goodness. So that's everything, pretty much. Just take a moment to soak it all up. Love this movie. Absolutely. Never forget the feeling when I saw it for the first time in the cinema. I was on my own, and obviously it was the first one of the trilogy, so there was no hype at all. You know, we just had the Batman and Robin movie, and it wasn't, you know, things had gotten kind of laughable. And then this film came out, and man, it was just special. It was one of the guys, well, one of the few people in that room watching this. There was only a few of us in there that first preview night on the Thursday. No one was interested in going from work at the time. It was just, there was no hype behind it, and Facebook and stuff like that. It wasn't the way it is now when a movie's being made and when it's about to be released. There's just nothing but hype on social media, so you can't avoid it. Batman Begins came out, there was none of that. There was just a few posters on the street. Sometimes a bus would go past and have the Batman Begins poster on the side. But it was mainly just the fact that I knew the guy who played American Psycho was going to be Batman. And the guy who made Memento, the film that I liked a lot at the time, you know, was going to be directing it. That was really, you know, intriguing, and couldn't wait to see it, and it did not disappoint. And now it's one of my favorite movies ever. Definitely my favorite Batman movie of all time. Absolutely awesome. Now, I said I was going to give you a closer look at the repaint on the Neca cowl here, and I mean, you know, I got a little bit of experience mostly with painting different scale Michael Myers masks. Well, I did try it life size, and people were very kind in the comments and said I did a good job. Compared to people like Simon Brandolino and Mike in Germany and stuff, no, I didn't do very good. But when it comes to stuff like this, I did alright, man. Let me just hit that brightness. But yeah, I did alright with the skin tone, the lips, around the eyes. See, the Neca quarter scale figure here, around the eyes, it's kind of like this weird dark purple color. So I just wanted it to be black like it should be, so I just did that. Didn't go near the actual eyeballs itself. And then just carefully painted around the mouth and the lips, more of a natural kind of skin tone. Tried to basically just replicate the skin tone from the Enterbay mouth plates. And it turned out great. So I'm really happy with that. And I just turned the cowl to the side a little bit just to let you see the thickness of that neck. There you go. Look at that. Oh man, it's a thing of beauty right there. I absolutely love it. I mean, it all came together. You know, it's one of those rare occasions where it all came together, and what was presented to all of us, but what I took in from it was just perfection. It was really just the perfect, just, you know, everything from the way he moved, like the way he looked, the feel, the look and vibe of the movie, the score. Like, remember when one of his first times out as Batman, he goes to investigate the stuffed rabbits and stuff, and Crane and his goons come to that real rundown apartment, and it's pouring down rain, and he hears them coming, so he backs into a dark corner, and he just slowly sinks in the back of the frame. You can see, like, I think it's Dr. Crane's like there, and he's looking around the room, and you just see the two horns on the top of the cowl just slowly sink into the darkness. Little things like that. And I was watching it in the cinema, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. This is exactly what I would love, you know, to do. And oh man, it's been done. Did it. Absolutely incredible. On the bit on the docks when he yanks that guy into the darkness, again, that's another moment where it's just like, you couldn't have done that better. And the bit where he straps Falcone to the light, making the sort of makeshift back signal, and then the next scene with the score just swelling and swelling, he's just on top of that building, just perched, like for the first time, just surveying Gotham as Batman. It's pure gold, pure cinema gold. The film just has so many moments like that, and then there's just a million to list. There's so many. Absolutely love it. Sure is nice seeing them all together like this. This nice 4K version here. I don't really like to handle it too much because it's so nice and pristine. Don't really want to... Oh wow, super lots of discs. But yeah, it's got some, wow, it's got some nice artwork, man. That is a cool shot right there. Don't really see that one very often. In fact, I don't know if I've seen that before. But yeah, there's just lots of details here to read. Oh, nipples. Just loving it. Oh, there's Batmobile. Lovely jubbly. Go and get you from A to B. Oh, Rose and Bruce going at it. No roughhousing in the house. Get outside into the garden at least. Have some respect. There is a beautiful shot of Batman perched upon the... that looks like where Rachel gets off the what's it called? The monorail? Monorail? Am I thinking of The Simpsons? Monorail. Monorail. Some of you will not know what I'm talking about. If you're old enough, you know. There you go. Anyway, it's super cool. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look how vibrant that is. I almost forgot, in the back we got the small version of the Neca figure. So basically him, but shrunk down to like a 7-inch scale figure. And yeah, man, this is a great piece. The eyes on mine, he's a little bit surprised looking. Let me just try and get the camera to... There we go. Oh, they're not too bad, you know. That's not too bad. I remember it being worse than that. Maybe I've just struck gold with the exact angle that I'm showing you right now, and if I move it, it's going to go hilarious. So I'm just going to leave. Wow. Yeah, I love it, man. I love this stuff. I love the way the packaging is exactly like the packaging of the figures that were out in the toy shops and stuff when the film came out, because they tried, man. They tried to market it to kids, and this was the packaging that they used on all these different figures. I remember them in places like Woolworths. Oh man, I wish I had got all of them back then. I didn't know that I was going to end up loving this film so much. I was an ignorant fool. I should have bought everything. I should have bought absolutely everything. There was so much stuff. When Batman Begins came out, there was so many books, posters, just cool stuff, and I should have collected it. But like I said, I didn't know that I was going to end up loving this film so much. I mean, just more and more as the years go by. I've purposefully held off watching it again for... I want to try and do what I did with Fight Club many years ago. Like back when Fight Club first came out to rent on video, and this was, I remember it was before DVDs. It was all like VHS back then. In fact, where is it? Fight Club. There it is. I still got my Fight Club video. Look at that. Yeah. So I rinsed this with my friend Matthew. We watched it so many times that I literally knew the film word for word. And I loved the film, so I wanted to experience it again. Like, you know, you just want to kind of wish you wipe your memory clear of the film and just experience it for the first time again. So I did hold off on watching Fight Club for almost like 10 years. And I did, you know, I managed to forget most of the movie and watched it again. It was a great experience. So I'm trying to do that with Batman Begins. I want to try and hold off watching this for at least a decade. This might sound a bit extreme, but I do want to forget. I want to try and forget some of the scenes and just go back one day and I'll watch the 4K version down here and just experience it all over again. Because it was definitely one of the very best experiences I've ever had seeing a movie in a cinema. I was so blown away and I was so uplifted and positive when the film ended. It's got one of the most uplifting, kind of strong, positive messages or meanings or whatever you want to take from it. The way this film ends, it just leaves you feeling like you could do it. Whatever it is you want to do, you have the power to do it within you if you believe enough. And that's what this film, you know, taught me. And it's also the reason I started my YouTube channel that you're watching right now. It was because of Batman Begins that I started doing this. So thank you to such an awesome movie. Alright guys, I've gushed enough. Let me know your thoughts on the movie in the comments below. Don't say The Dark Knight's better. that's all there's going to be now. I shouldn't have said that. No, it's fine. The Dark Knight's great. It's wonderful. Let's see. Got plenty of Dark Knight love. There you go. Big poster. Dark Knight Batman up there. Heath Ledger Joker and a bunch of other figures over here. Look, there's more. Whee! See? I might do a Dark Knight one soon. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And God bless all you guys and girls and things. I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Check me out on Instagram and Facebook at Dino. And you can click the link underneath the video and become one of the Night Vision Army on Patreon if you wish for $1 a month. Optional. See you later. Take it easy. Bye bye. Bling, 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 bling.